Hello, how are you? So there's been something on my mind lately, and I think I used to, a long time ago, I journaled with a different purpose. I was much more of a text journaler. I was much more of a thought journaler. I did a lot more of deep work. One of the things I want to do for 2020 is be less about the things and be more about what feels true to me. What are my values? Now, one of the reasons I have this here, it says, fake it until you become it. Sit up straight. Put your shoulders back and laugh with your whole face. A confident demeanor portrays self-confidence, even if you're not feeling it at the time. I have an issue sometimes with self-confidence, with self-esteem. The imposter syndrome, the comparing myself to others, things like that. There are some questions, the what, the when, the where, the how, the why, that I tend to ask myself a lot, but I haven't really been journaling that because so much of my journal goes on social media. Or I should say, so much of my journaling goes on social media. So one of the things I want to do today is journal with that in mind, where I'm asking myself the bigger questions, the deeper questions. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And I just lost the thing that I was going to put on there. Moving stuff around. I'm not very good at prompt journaling, but I have had in the past pretty good luck with some prompt journaling. So I thought, instead of trying to follow somebody else's prompts, I'd find prompts that worked for me, that were serendipitous, that came out of what feels more like synchronicity. So that's what I'm doing, and the reason I wanted to get a bit of journaling done, and thought I'd take y'all along for the ride. There's my ochre. These are not colors I would normally put together. what I'm going to do. I'm going to write some stuff down, and then I'm going to talk to you about it, and we're going to chat a bit. I've showed you how I put together the page. Now I'm going to do some writing, because I want to talk about this. To help find out what drives you, answer the first question below, then continue asking why, what, and how. What are your values? So I'm gonna cross this out, and I'm gonna talk about this in regards to being myself, in regards to do I want to fake it? To what extent? You know, what am I hoping for? What do I want to accomplish? What are my dreams? Are my dreams? Not what I think my dreams ought to be, or, you know, anything like that, but what are my actual dreams? What really makes me happy? What do I really want out of my journals for next year? Planning journals. What do I really want? What makes me happy? That's where I'm at. So I'm gonna go do some journaling. And I know y'all don't really want to watch me write. I don't want. So I'll be back. Okay, well, before, I guess, I should explain something. One of the things I was thinking a lot about is using what you have, making do with what you have. What do I really want 2020 to be? And this was supposed to be my depth year, and in some ways, it was. I dug deeper into some things. Other things, not so much. Some of the goals and things that I had for 2019 didn't happen. I thought, you know, I don't want to start 2020 off the same way that I started out 2019 or 2018 by buying a bunch of stuff that I don't really use, that isn't helpful, that puts me into debt, or that makes me, okay, well, if I buy these, then I can't buy other things. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm not getting any new covers. I did order a sticker and a bookmark. The sticker is going to cover the A6, and I'm just going to use the clear cover on cover for the A6. So anyway, what I was thinking about is I had this journal, and I'm going to put more stuff here. I just haven't finished. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I wanted things that made me feel different ways. Like, I guess I should show you the journal first. So I thought about combining things, my spiritual stuff, and this was the spiritual journal. It's taking a lot of notes and stuff in it, but I like it, and I wanted to set it up in a way that made more sense to me. You know, I want to use a bullet journal where I combine the different aspects of my life. You know, like I have here, cool and warm, you know, the seasons, nature, all the different parts of my life. I love the study. I am studying, I should say, and I love learning about astrology and tarot and the moon. And one of my Rose showed this. Mine was used, so there's a sticker left. I got this, and I'm going to be using some of these things that are in here to draw, like with sketch notes. So I'm going to show you how I've sort of set things up, and hopefully this will make, let me see if I can get it in here and not be crooked. It's still a little bit crooked. So what I wanted to do is have my love of all things. I want to concentrate on all the things that are important without concentrating on all the things, like the material things. I want to concentrate on all the things that are really important, not material things. So I cut out parts of the notebook that have been used, and I put washi tape over the seam. And this is going to be my bullet journal for next year. And I went ahead and started sort of setting it up. So we have the word of the year. And I thought I'd start in December. Starting at the very beginning of the year makes me feel a bit, I don't know. I would start it right now, but I'm doing this challenge, just finish the damn book. So I chose something fun and cute, you know, and that meant something. The little Charlie Brown tree, and that didn't turn out quite as good as I'd hoped. I used the Zig Real Clean Color brush things for this. I thought that would be a good way to sort of break the ice with using things that I already have and that I haven't used in a while, before we even get into 220, you know, to 2020. So I'm going to put the tarot and the oracle, just put what they are right here, and then I'm going to do an explanation elsewhere. I am going to do a 2020 pull for the year. So I'm going to be doing that in December. So this would be my log, and this is my tracker stuff. This would be the tarot and the oracle, and then I don't have anything else in here. Started numbering the pages, and the reason that I did this is I started out as sort of maybe a mock to see if I would want to, because the one thing about bullet journaling on Tomaway River paper, the 52 GSM, is that if you want to do like a Dutch door, really hard to do with floppy thin paper. Then we get to something I've been working on throughout this year, trying to get, and I had this and it only had a few pages written in it. So I did the same thing with this one, and I love this on the front of here. It's very calming, and then when you open this up, then you have the not so calming. It's sort of like a vision board, but not. Things that make me happy, things that inspire me, motivate me, complete your manuscript. Coffee in the morning makes me happy. The t-shirt guy. I got David a t-shirt, and the sticker came with that. I thought this was really cute. A furry animal will become one of your closest friends, and I put Hooper here from Jaws. There's a little shark right there. The feet for walking. This smiley face didn't work out. I'm gonna have to find a little smiley face sticker with glasses to use. I think I have one. Let's see. Not quite as big as that, but that's okay. That'll work. And I can put these headphones right here. I might go through later and add a few things. So this makes me happy. This was the front visor thing of a moon person, and this was on both sides, and I restructured it to make a coffee cup. And I've got one of the little Coffee Monster Co. stickers swimming in the coffee. This was from Roe, a PDF. This was from Courtney from a long while back. This used to be a paper clip, and it finally just came off. Typewriter sticky stamp. Everyone on social media, everyone is so happy on social media, it's depressing. And sometimes I feel that way. Like, you know, people are all putting out this perfect sort of life on social media, and that's not how, you know, my life is nowhere near that. I mean, life is messy. So here's the final piece. And what this is this is going to be my creatively, I almost said Leanne's name because that's rings in my head. Creatively free to be me. my place of freedom, where I can be creatively free, where I have the freedom to do whatever I want to creatively. I can do personal, private journaling. I can do collage bits. I can draw. I can do like what most people think of when you think of art journaling. Like, I could do some poetry over some art by clipped words. I could do whatever. It's going to be a bit of an overflow journal as well. I need a space where I can be creative. I can dig down deep and ask myself some of the important questions and document some of those things that are important, because this is how I get ideas for coffee chats. And I haven't been doing this personal, private, dig down deep into the belly of things. I haven't been doing that as much. I thought, well, you know what? This is a good place to start. And I know that this is not going to be a fresh, brand new journal for January 1st of 2020. And I don't care, because this is what I'm doing for myself. So I wanted to do that. And let me go back to this. Sometimes it feels like I'm faking it till I make it, only it feels as if I may not make it. But is that really what's important? Financially, I need to be a real contributor. But I didn't start YouTube or anything else to make money. What was important to me was sharing and connecting with others, maybe helping one person pick a pen, a brush, and be creative. And I feel like I am doing that. So now the question is, what can I do better? What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to change? What is true to me? Not what others are doing that I feel like I should be doing, or following others. Yep, guilty. So what is me? What do I love? What is me? I love color, drawing fun stuff, pictures, real life ephemera, writing, words. I want bits of my day in my journal as well as bits of my creative life. It's time to really get my own thing into a journal. What would be my perfect setup? My perfect journal. A me journal. Wrote this and stuck it down, and it says just be me. And that's where I'm at with this journal. And the numbered pages are wrong because, like I said, I had to take some pages out, but I'm going to leave it the way that it is, and I will start the index with those pages. If I have an index at all, I'm probably going to end up using tabs in this. So the page numbers won't even really matter in this. I have figured out at least one true thing for 2020 that is definitely me. As far as this goes, see how chunky this thing is getting. I'm going to take these out. Okay, I've decided I really do love how this is turning out. Even the chunkiness of it. I've got to finish yesterday's, and then I've got some thoughts for 2020, and then I'm going to do today's. And I thought, see, this is the mini version. You know, I'm doing smaller things, but after a while, because I had wrote this out yesterday before I completely set up that other journal, because now this kind of stuff can go in that larger journal. And maybe I'll just cover this up with a picture, and I'll write it elsewhere, or maybe I'll just continue to write. Because this is what I was trying to figure out, and I was like, take unused portions of old journals and make new journal. Maybe use unused and partially used A5 journal. See, these are just different ideas. I also have an A5 astrology. It's the half a year one I was thinking about. Use A6 for bullet journal on the go, and for my health, self-care, and fitness. The Enigma, cut down to B6 for journal, and right at the bottom it says use what I have. And this is what writing these down, these thoughts, this brained up stuff for 2020 is what got me thinking, why on earth, you know, if I've got a journal that only 20 pages in, and then in the front of it has been used, and then the rest of it hasn't been used. Maybe some people wouldn't do that. Maybe that would be too much for their OCD or whatever, but for me it was a waste of perfectly great, wonderful paper and a great notebook by sending it over to the side, knowing I was probably never going to pick it up again and use it for anything else if I didn't be constructive with it, if I didn't, you know, MacGyver it. I'm going to take the Enigma to Staples sometime, and then I'm going to cut it down, and I will start it I think I'll start it January 1st because I have all this in here and I don't want to waste the journal. I'm just finishing the damn book. So my journal will go in here, and I won't have a B6 bullet journal. I have enough covers to flip different covers around, to switch things around a bit without, you know, feeling claustrophobic. I also have a couple of A5 that I can switch around. I may or may not. I may end up selling some of my covers. We'll see. Because I've got quite a few B6 TNs. This makes so much more sense to me. This is really making a lot of sense to me. And I'm really enjoying it. And I'm happy. And I think with these covers, these are the two Sojourner covers. I dyed the front pocket of this was the brown. And then when I take the A6 Hobonichi cover, the plain black one, with the clear cover and cover instead of the alphabet, and put the coffee sticker in it. I know I'm more of a red person, but sometimes it's nice. This dark burgundy red, sort of mauvey pink. It's like a purpley red, or red with purple under. I don't know. I love these colors though. I will see y'all again really soon. Bye y'all.